Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the Nandi Senator Samson Cherargei lit fire on social media after launching an attack on the judiciary to an extent of referring to judiciary as rogue. And this was coming at a time when the High Court made a ruling by nullifying the 50 Chief Administrative Secretary that Ruto had appointed to office, and they had already took an oath of office. According to High Court, those positions are unconstitutional. So Cherargei got mad, and after that, you look the language in which he is describing the judiciary, then it points to another direction. But then what has surprised me is also the response from Kenyans. Because now they are also launching an attack on Samson Cherargei, and I want us to go through his tweet because also to some extent Cherargei is contradicting himself and opening another page of questioning the conduct of judiciary and their ruling that was in favor of William Samoei Ruto. Because now we have to check on all this and do a balance. First of all, let's check on what he tweeted. Judiciary is like any other arm of government, like executive and parliament, must be ready to be called out when they go rogue. Chief Justice Martha Koome-led judiciary is mostly to go down as one of the most incompetent, ineffective, corrupt, inept in post-independent Kenya. It's the kind of word he has used to describe it. And we're going to revisit it again. We cannot allow justice to be auctioned to the highest bidder or represent partisan interest or be gatekeepers of political machinations. This was not the intention of the Constitution 2010. While the judiciary is an independent institution, it does not give them right to act excess while enjoying unchecked power. Vibrant democracy recognizes checks and balance in all arms of government, including judiciary. Who will watch the watcher? Now you have heard Cherargei in his tweet, and to some extent, of course, he's contradicting himself. But if we go deep into that, there's a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers and anyone who would comment, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, one question we'll ask is that when did Cherargei realize that the judiciary is corrupt? When did he realize that the judiciary is inept? Actually, he means that they have no skills. When did he realize that judiciary can be auctioned? That justice can be auctioned to the highest bidder. When did he realize this? And if you want to use this ruling, which is just a simple ruling compared to the presidential petition, what is it telling Kenyans? If we have to revisit the presidential petition ruling, what CJ Martha Koome referred to as hot air, is Cherargei telling Kenyans that Ruto bought the judiciary, and this time round it is someone else who is buying the judiciary? Is he telling that the judiciary that sat a 7-bench judge to make a ruling on the election, handing over presidency to William Ruto, was inept? They had no skills. Or it is just today when they have lacked the skills. Is it telling that the same judiciary that handed over victims to them was the most incompetent? Or when did they become incompetent? So many questions. And that's why Kenyans are angrily also responding to Cherargei. But I don't know why they're getting angry, because Cherargei is proving to be a rogue senator, a rogue legislator, who attacks everyone in an angle, a man who justifies even things that are unconstitutional, issues that just require knowledge and simple wisdom. Cherargei will argue on everything and anything. Remember, Cherargei is also an advocate. Yeye ni mwanasheria, a lawyer. But you can see, how can you launch attack in office where you intend to be, you need to be working, your area of work. So in all this, we are seeing Cherargei, who has always tried to use any opportunity to show his interest in defending William Ruto, when we know very well that even William Ruto do not like Cherargei. He was kicked out of William Ruto's kitchen cabinet, while watu wa ndani, the inner circles, because he's a man of loose tongue. He can leak out any information at any given point without minding anything. That's why he was kicked out. So we are seeing a man who is struggling to appease William Samoei Ruto, whether he is wrong or he is right. As simple as that. And I want to use the remaining time just to go through some of the comments from Kenyans, because Kenyans have also responded to Cherargei. And this is what they are saying. Lakini wewe unakuanga aje? So judiciary is only fair when they rule in your favor. Aki wewe nikieza kukupata kwa street, ile kofi nitakuweka. That is plug or transport. Another one here. Machau. Interesting. When things go KK way, you are very good at praising CJ Mother Kome. How professional she is. But when things don't go your way, then you castigate her. Sometimes lose something, you win. Mwingine hapa anaitwa Kinyaone, sema Nyayo. It means Cherargei is taking us to Nyayo eras. Tukero Olekina, this is what he's saying. A very long tweet, but it is important to read this. It shocks me that an advocate of the High Court of Kenya can exhibit such wanton death of a principle upon which court exercise their jurisdiction. It is elementary that the court was not considering the merits of appointment made in contravention of the Constitution, but on the legality of the process itself. You are supposedly a leading legal mind. Do not throw your legal mind and your competence at the altar of convenience and expedience. Advise the president correctly. If you are AG, if your AG has no capacity to properly do so, it is the sycophant, the relation of your duty that icks me. Government critic. When Azimio called out the judiciary over the 2022 presidential election petition, you were quick to shout hell, accept and move on, plus lot of stupid things. Time to also hail from the incompetent, ineffective, corrupt and inept commerce judicial. Another one here. From your political interest lens, unfortunately Kenya politicians never learn anything. Okay, Alan, now she is corrupt, Tell us more. We suspected that the judiciary is not the house of bishops. Now you have confirmed that there is indeed hot air, and the 4 bench imerambwa. Sorry, 4 billion imerambwa. Peana zingine. Is this suggesting that Ruto paid 4 billion for judiciary to rule in his favor on presidential election? Maybe. Gachoka, Senator, judiciary being an arm of government is independent and should be allowed to work without coercion. Democracy dictates that all the 3 arms of government should respect decisions rendered by the other 2, even if deemed not to favor them. Ondabu, Bwana wacha intellect waongee court decision, time ya uji ikifika utaitwa. Nasema yeye ni mtoto kwa njia nyingine. Amos, Samson, kama huna kitu ya kuongea, unafunga mdomo, sio kuongea matope huku Twitter, na Elon anahesabu tweet nimesi. Okay. Geza, the judiciary has behaved independently, unlike the legislature arm, which is driven by subjectively rather than objectively, and the rule of law. Lastly, why don't you speak sense for once? So judiciary is always wrong when it rules only your favor. Which country would you represent? The appointment make sense to you. Just be a leader who is ready to respect the decision of the court, as you always say, no one is above the law. Those are views from Kenyans. Thank you. See you in our next video, and let us meet in the comment section.